And now with the very latest where you are. It's the ITV News.
Good evening. Investigations are underway after a woman was stabbed at a park in Stockton in what's thought to be a targeted attack. It happened in Hardwick Green Park early yesterday afternoon. The woman in her 50s was approached by a man wearing dark clothing and whose face was covered, who carried out the stabbing. Police believe a second man riding a bicycle was also present. They're appealing for witnesses. Events are taking place across the region to mark 100 years since the start of the general strike, which saw more than 1 million people walk out of work to support coal miners in their fight for better pay and conditions. One of those events is at Beamish Museum in County Durham, with reenactments of demonstrations in the 1900s pit village. Our correspondent Tom Barton went along.
With strikers on the streets, trouble is starting to brew. Traffic stopped and arguments unfold. In the 1900s town at Beamish Museum today, they were marking the centenary of the general strike by bringing it to life.
It's great to see the kids learning a bit of history, actually, and something they might never have been introduced to. So by enacting it, if you like, it brings it alive. And you saw everybody was getting stuck in there. They all loved it. There were pros and cons. People, people who think it was right, people who didn't think it was right. So it's great to be involved with that kind of thing.
For 9 days in May 1926, Britain ground to a halt. A strike that started in the coal mines spread to other industries. The union and the government faced off, each determined to win. One of the mantras of the strikers was "Stop everything on wheels." And in Chesterley Street, they went so far as to fell a tree and lay it across the road, stopping everything in its tracks. For those organising today's event, it's important to remember a moment in history that was so significant across our region and the whole country.
It was the first and only general strike in the country. There have been lots of strikes amongst various groups in the past and to this day, but yeah, it was the first and only time that we've had a general strike that actually brought the country to a complete standstill. Everybody going through their working lives. At some point will come across the situation where they need to stand up for their rights, so it's something that everybody can relate to even today.
Eventually the standoff is resolved and the bus allowed on its way. Today's dispute much easier to settle than the real one 100 years ago. Tom Barton, ITV News, Beamish.
On to sport, and the future of Newcastle United boss Eddie Howe appears more secure after a return to winning ways. The Magpies ended a run of 5 defeats with a 3-1 win over Brighton on Saturday. Newcastle's owners were there to see the victory. It's understood they're happy for Howe to stay in charge despite a disappointing Premier League season.
When you don't win football matches, there's a pressure that builds. Now, how everyone experiences that is different. For me, I want to do a good job for people. I don't want to disappoint people. That was a massive win for us. Well, we knew it. Everyone knew it internally.
Middlesbrough boss Kim Hellberg still believes his team have a great chance of promotion to the Premier League. Borough's draw at Wrexham on Saturday confirmed a 5th place finish in the Championship. Middlesbrough face Southampton over 2 legs in the playoff semi-finals. The South Tyneside man has finished a 3-day challenge to walk the length of Hadrian's Wall in aid of the families of seriously ill children. Chris Cookson and his wife Sarah set up the Charlie and Carter Foundation in memory of their 2 sons who had life-limiting conditions. He and a group of walkers completed the 90 miles this afternoon. We caught up with Chris before he set off.
Knowing that we've done it for the 2 boys, for Charlie and Carter, and knowing that we're going to already help change 2 families' lives with the money we've raised, if we finish raising for help changing 3 families' lives or 4 families' lives, even better.
And that's all from the newsroom this Bank Holiday Monday. Our next updates are tomorrow in Good Morning Britain. The weather forecast is next. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.